Welcome to another episode. Due to our schedule has been a bit chaotic, we've been busy doing other things. We've got my brother in camp and a few of the other boys doing other stuff. But we're back here, we're chopping it up. We've got a special guest with my brother here. And we're just casual conversation, bro, just talking about life and a few things that might have happened, past shit. You know how we are, health and wealth, trauma-based. It's hurt little children, brother. Welcome to Health and Wealth, episode 16.
What's going on, boys, bro?
I miss the boys, man.
Making it a habit of dropping once a month.
How you feeling, Big Johnny? You ready to fucking go? Ready to go in there and crawl up like a boy?
Fucking ready to go there and put the leg up when I'm getting swung at.
Fuck, we're ready this time, bro. Camp's been good, bro.
Honoured the training, lad. Fucking been showing up twice a day, lad.
Hey, how different is it, say, with the mindset of having, like, knowing that the work has been done, like, honestly. Not saying that you didn't do it before.
You fucking talk shit, eh? You let me go in there, disadvantage cut.
Bro, we're having a laugh, lad.
You're too stubborn, John. Fuck, lad. At least we learned out of the loss.
You have the workout set for my brother, and this guy will come in. No, we don't need to do that. We need to do this, and that.
Like, I used to go in the Lincoln and verbal him, bro. He'll be like, we're doing this, and that. And I'll be in there and I'll talk about something that he's interested in, and then I'll veer him that way. And I always get him. So every time, and then he realizes at the end of the session I'll verbal him, and then he'll call me abusing me. You fucking verbal me, cunt. I'm already driving home, like, nah, like I say tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, and then this guy will hang up on you and he'll call me out because, mate, your brother's a fucking master verbalizer. I go, what happened? He goes, oh, mate, he's the king of verbalists, mate. King of all kings of verbalists, mate.
But it is what it is, bro. Fucking learn the lesson out of that one. We just get it cracking next week, bro. What's going on, Mo?
Just work, bro, straight out. Work, sleep, repeat.
Nigga looks like he's in love, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's got that glow to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You know that empty glow?
Motherfucker.
Money.
Walking around. Nah, brother. I'm just having a good time working in that, you know?
You look like you're soulless today, brother.
Should have seen what this bitch did, then you understand. Fuck.
What have you been up to, lad?
Nah, just working, bro. Starting new ventures and stuff. Basically just the same shit as I usually do. Nothing to report.
Just on overdrive, eh?
Pretty much. Trying to get everything set up, you know? You know how it is. You know what's coming. The viewers don't know yet, but...
Heard you got a new car, mate.
Nah, it was a rumor, bro.
You shining, B?
It was just a rumor, bro.
No fofo.
No. That was just a rumor, cuz we don't know. I'm gonna cop the eye, bro. Fucking on the way home. Fucking kangaroo, bro. Brother.
No, Mazda 6, boys.
That's it. Where'd a kangaroo come out in the city, bro? What the fuck?
What's going on to me, bro?
Nothing, bro. Same shit, bro. Just working. Getting you ready for the fight.
How's your brother doing your head in or what?
Always, brother. Every day. Every day, brother. Everything everything compounds at this time of camp, bro. Nah, it's been good, bro.
Like a 30-something-year-old baby, eh?
Nah, it's good, bro. Last 2 weeks of camp, bro. So.
You get more intense towards the end?
Yeah, it does, bro. It's not more intense, bro. Like the body, like, sort of like, because you know he's older. So we just got to taper.
Whoa, ladies, I'm not that old.
Start calling him Unc from now on.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. A few of the boys call me uncle. Nah. I'm like, you fucking dog.
Nah, you start hard and then you sort of ease off. It depends on the age, but with my brother, bro, he's got like a lot of, because he's got high output, bro. Well, it's still technical, but yeah, we got to taper off a bit earlier. So it's sort of like cruisy, but it's annoying, bro, because he gets antsy. Like he doesn't smoke, so he's got nothing to. He cuts his smoking down. The food's a bit like, you know what I mean? How's it going? As in, like,
the GYG orders get less. Fuck off, guy.
Sneaky's kitchen, brother.
Every time I turn on the microwave, like I just fuck. See you soon, lad. Nah, I'm flying.
This bloke basically just fights to get on it, eh? He just fights so that he's got a reason.
We fight in the party, nigga.
Walk past his room. I need a fucking line.
The man of the hour, Big Bubba. What's going on?
Nothing much, bro. Just trying to get out that invisible cage, you know.
Cages of life.
I'm fighting for my life, nigga.
You be like KK, nigga.
Stop being a bitch.
What are we chatting about today, boys?
Whose heart's hurt today, brother?
We tried to do this before, but yeah, it was a bit too emotional, bro. Because me and my brothers don't really talk about emotional shit. Everyone deals with their own shit on their own. So it was hard to watch some of the shit Antonio and Timmy were talking about. bit too emotional, so, you know, world star.
Running it back a second time.
Yeah, hard.
But how bad is it about, like, I'm sure people can relate to that too, especially Islander families. How you're like in the same household, you're going through the same shit, but you won't talk about it.
I think that's all families.
You reckon it's common in Lebo families as well?
Brothers suffering apart. Yeah.
But everyone just does their own shit, cries on their own, works on their own, bleeds on their own. It's always like that, bro. Because it's like you get uncomfortable talking about it. Because when you know the families where they talk about everything, that was ingrained in them as a kid. But when they get older, if you didn't have that ingrained in you, you don't feel like you can talk about shit. You know what I mean?
How fucked up are they in their adult years?
I don't know. I feel like they just grow up to be softcocks.
You reckon?
Sometimes it's really good.
With the Middle Eastern communities, they don't entertain any of these problems.
It depends, because usually the families that say it's all right to talk about it, are usually the families that do the soft and gentle parenting. If you got a mixture between like that hardcore parenting and also it's okay to talk about it, you end up a sick cunt after that.
Old school values with new school.
That's it. But if you do new school and new school, you end up soft. In my opinion, you wouldn't last a day in fucking the 6-8 ever.
Yeah, hard.
No, it wouldn't happen. But it's too many, like, there's too many different parenting styles. Everyone's got their own way of doing it.
Yeah, hard.
At the end of the day, you kind of like can't blame them sometimes. You realise.
But the problem really isn't fucking the kids these days, it's the parenting skills, like. Yeah. People just lack a lot of it, like.
100%, I agree, bro.
Should be a criteria for being able to be a parent, eh?
Because what were you saying, Tim? The important stages where you teach the kids to regulate emotion is the most important, eh? I mean, it's critical. Because anything that you show around them, they pick up, right?
Yeah, 100%. They say from 1 to 7, you baby them. From 7 till about 13. Like, so 1 to 7, you baby them, do everything that they want. Then you just like show them life, bro, but you give them, like, you be like their caretakers. And then from 7 till about 13, that's when you start like disciplining them, like being hard on them, bro.
From what ages?
From 7 to 13. So that's when you turn around and then you crack the whip on them, because they already know that you care for them. And then when it comes to 13 to adulthood, that's when you like be their friend and you guide them. And then you sort of like, you don't cuddle them, but you sort of like, you know that term, like if you do too much for your kid, bro, like you steal their self-esteem, you steal their self-esteem from them.
And the independence.
Yeah, and then they end up becoming too soft. So you sort of like just walk behind them. But whatever you don't regulate, man, it goes to your kids, bro, DNA-wise, because we're all born like predisposed, like DNA-wise.
You really gotta have your shit together, eh?
100%, bro.
A lot of parents would do certain things too early, eh?
Yeah, but they do it backwards. They bash the shit out of them 1 to 7, 1 to 6 or whatever, and then they would just
Get lazy at them.
yeah.
I've seen some parents like they become friends with their children at a young age.
Yeah, too early, bro. And it starts with the hierarchical system, bro. There's no like, you can't tell your kids anything else. In my opinion, bro, if you befriend them, bro, like you.
Because they don't respect you.
Nah, you don't.
And there's no authority.
You just gotta be real delicate around children, eh? Where they say a child's first bully is an unhealed parent.
Ooh.
You like that? You like that bar?
That's the bar, nigga.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, bro, your mum or your dad, bro, they're your heroes, bro. And their gift of like, you know, they're supposed to show you the gift of life, which is to like show you life in general.
They really are. You really do think they're your heroes and they're never gonna die?
Yeah, 100%.
Because when mum died, bro, fuck, bro. I did, this feeling took over my body, bro. Like I've never ever felt it before. I hope I never ever do, but I know one day when I lose that other family member,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, you're gonna feel it again, but you don't sit there thinking about it, but it was the ugliest feeling, bro.
Gut wrenching, hey, it's like someone fucking done that to your stomach, bro. You know, you don't, bro.
Because you think, right now, you think about your mum, you don't think she could ever die or anything could ever happen to her.
After hanging out with you boys, I'm thankful every day after hanging out with you.
But then when it gets taken, you get a real big reminder of reality. Like. So now, when my mum died, I got this fear of fucking. Remember you asked me one of the other episodes, you were like, "Oh, what's your biggest fear?" And then I answered, "Oh, dying last." Yeah, because I don't want to feel it, bro. Like, I have dreams of it. I have nightmares of being the last one left. All my family members died, and I had to experience every single death. But yeah, man.
I had a big problem with that too. Yeah, but then I realised, bro, like it just only, like in my later years, recently, that's why I used to always be closed off, because when you suffer a loss at a young age, bro, like real young, when your childhood gets taken from you, you sort of like, the wall goes up around you. And then you just like, so you can never feel that feeling again, but you just shut off emotionally to everyone around you. And you shut off to who you are. But only recently I just like came to terms with, bro, like, fuck, we're all destined to lose, bro. It's the moments that you have with the people, bro, you just cherish them, bro. Like my brother always says, bro, like, I'm gonna miss this here and now. I never used to get that when he used to say that.
I'm always in this guy's ear about it.
Yeah, like, fuck, we're gonna miss this here and now. Like, even this moment here, like when we're talking, bro, we're not gonna have this forever. But the fact that we're here, that's what they say, like, you know, like, it's never about the destination, it's always about the journey, like who you become on the journey.
It really is, lad. Because you know what I always do, bro? I always go, but I miss all the moments in the past. And so many times that sometimes I sit there and I just think, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to miss this. Worrying about this or worrying about that or doing Mo's head in or doing things.
Mo's laughing because
Doesn't do my head in. He always goes on about this, bro. He always goes on about because he always goes on about here, does my head in, but you've never done my head in ever, but yeah, that's fine. Bro, you've never done my head in. Stop saying it. Make me feel bad for fucking slacking, bro.
yeah, like having the fear of death, bro, it just made me treasure the moments now, bro, because it's not going to be forever. We're all going to see the grave. And it helped me with my fucking trauma journey as well. Like, bro, like fucking 67 years from now, like no one's going to know you, no one's going to worry about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I remember Tate was saying it. He was like, some of the best experiences happen when you're broke. Because like, no matter how broke or rich you are, the best experiences are you and your family and the boys sitting, laughing, cracking jokes, playing games and that. Yeah. It's like at the top echelons of life, the only difference is you're doing it on a yacht instead of in the backyard. You know what I mean? So it really is. It's true. That's why they call it the present, right? It's like a gift.
So now, bro, just fucking soak in life, bro. Before I used to be a little hurt cunt. A little hurt cunt, bro, just sitting there in my emotional chamber, just saying, fuck all you niggas, bro. Fuck all y'all niggas. Fuck them kids.
Like, you remember how fucked I was back then, lad? You see how you're operating on ego, lad? Just like everything that, like, you know when you're dealing with people, man, like you're fucking dealing with cunts. With every single, what is it that forms the ego, mate?
Just life in general, bro. Like, I'm not being seen.
Every bad thing that's happened.
Everything, bro. You know, one thing I realized on my journey, bro, doing this whole healing shit, bro, like, it's not, you're not becoming someone new, bro. You're just becoming the person that you would have been if you didn't suffer all the shit that you did.
Hard.
Damn.
Like, everything, like, you look at your life, bro, everything that you've been through, from all the way from when you were born, all the way till now, you were destined to be something, bro. And then, when you grow up and you have your kids, you're growing up as a kid, and then your parents will thrust or whatever indifferences they had in their life on you. So then you got to live according to them. And then, bro, it's just the whole cadence of going through life, bro. And you don't know who you are, bro, because you're not allowed to feel a certain way or do a certain thing because you're based under your parents, like, you know what I mean?
That's why a lot of people would be hard to deal with because you're dealing with that day. So everyone's operating off something that someone did to them early on. So you're not really, so when you meet a person for the first time, you're not really meeting the person, mate. You're meeting every single thing that happened along the way.
So you look at everyone in your life, bro. Everyone in your life, look at everyone in your life. They just operate, like, they are who, whatever that so they're not really who they really are. That's why some people, when you meet and you trauma bond, and then they get to see who you are, and you give yourself to this guy, but you don't give yourself to that guy because you feel like he understands you more because you suffer the same way.
Yeah.
So no one's really who they are. You know, when I talk to people, when I meet them.
Trauma bonding is so dangerous.
Yeah, bro. Especially sexually.
Ooh.
6-7 relationships, trauma bonding.
I never thought about that, the trauma bonding.
But trauma bonding is bad because it starts off like every indifference or everything you got, like, it gets shelved. You sit together, you go through, it's like a honeymoon stage, and then when you start getting into it, you start seeing each other's imperfection, and then that's when it starts fucking.
Trying to say something? I'm playing.
You're saying something to yourself, nigga.
I feel like you don't really know how broken you are until you do try and love someone.
Damn! That is crazy, bro.
Because you find, I don't know how to say this, but
Take your time, player.
like, I don't know, like I've been through it. Like, I've been there. It's like you trauma bond with someone, but you just, I don't know what it is, but you just can't take away from, like, you can't take yourself away from that person. In a way, you found a part of yourself that's worth protecting amongst all that trauma, you know what I mean?
Bro, yeah, 100%, bro.
You feel like before you go, you feel like you cling on to anything that reminds you of mum.
Yeah, a lot.
With us, because we need, with our boys, when our mum babied us when we were young, so any girl that we get with that babies us the way mum did, I feel like we hold on to it. Because every girl I've ever been with has done that. Like, they show the love of a mother to me, and I'm always familiar with it. And then you just latch onto it, bro. So every single girl, like, continuously, You just looking for mama and every bitch, nigga.
We're all creatures of habit, bro. We always like relay back to whatever we know or our interpretation of love. I've met heaps of women where like they're normal, but then they'll have like their little episodes, and then you look at their household, bro. The way that they've interpreted love, bro, was just chaos. So they'll fight with you, bro. Like you're like, why are you going? Why are you like that? And they're like,
I'm familiar with it. Eh?
that's their only like resemblance of love is like that chaos that they experienced when they were young. So they'll always stab at you, and if you're quiet, if you act normal around them, they don't like it.
They get spastic. Yeah.
Just to maintain that connection.
You know when you know when they're used to you always lashing out, and then when you don't do it anymore, it makes them go crazy. I'm like, bro, did you like it when I was abusing you?
You want me to slander you?
Yeah, do you want me to choke slam you? You know, now she starts talking just like, yeah, you know, are you right? She go all the way around the block arguing, and she'll come back. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you done? Okay. Like women, bro, they just never. You overreact, they get angry. You don't react, they get even more angry.
You know when you're in the lens, lad. You know when you're in the thick of it, where you don't know what trauma is, lad. Like,
It's the most foreign thing, bro.
bro, you feel so. How do I say it? You feel so passionate about the.
What are you talking about?
Like you feel so passionate about being in that mind state.
It was when you used to explain to me back in the day. I could never ever accept, because to me it was weak, lad.
But then when you're on the outside and you're looking in, you're like, fuck, how dumb was I? And you realise how how narrow-minded you were.
You really are in that invisible cage if you don't deal with it, bro. That's what I always reiterate in the show, and here they just think that we just like to talk about. But it'll determine where your life goes, bro. If you don't figure it out, and you'll get stuck in it. By the time you're fucking 45, you're drug fucked. Like.
100%. I said this on another podcast.
And you've heard everyone around you.
I said this before, bro. When I was talking to my therapist, he goes, bro, it's funny that you bring this up now. I'm like, why? And he goes, these are the conversations I have with people that are like 65, 70 years old. And he goes, you've chosen to deal with it now. He goes, man, you're going to be doing a lot for your family, your lineage. I didn't realise what he meant at the time, bro. I was just like, yeah, whatever, you know?
Nah, you sort of understand it now.
Yeah. And he goes, bro, you're very intelligent. And he goes, once you do get through this, man, you're doing a big service to you and your family, bro. So I'm like, fuck. But back then, like, you know, I was still in that narrow-minded state where I was like, nah, bro, like.
Bro, all this talk was bullshit to me 10 years ago. Then. These guys are trying to talk to me about that, but I'm like, fuck out of here, bro.
A lot of people ask me where to start. That's the biggest question I get all the time. Where do I start?
You got the first ever thing. What do you do when you go to not many people know, but when you go to a AA, it's like a thing. You got to admit that. You got to acknowledge your accountability.
No, actually, put them. You know, to answer that, put the mirror up on yourself, lad. Yeah. Look, to have a better answer for them, because they sit there and be truthful with yourself from the lens of other people, but not your own, not what you think is. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like a lot of people get their personality and their validation externally. They don't really ever look inward. I think that's probably why that question comes up so much. Because if you don't know where to start, it's because you don't know anything about yourself.
For me to better explain that, I'd put the mirror up on myself and then I'd talk to them about it. Because admitting a lot of stuff, man, there's still a lot of things that I still haven't seen in the mirror, but I'm working on it. Because it's so hard to chip away at it. Like. It's not like just look at the mirror. Yeah, I know all this. I'm talking about the stuff that to identify that makes you uncomfortable. That if someone else said it to you, you just won't accept it.
You run the ball up on them. Like, what'd you say, cunt? Come over here.
There's still some stuff when I put the mirror up, I can't accept it. I'm not ready to yet. So I just tread around it. When I'm around other people, I try to hide that side of me until I deal with it. I'm not saying it to have a dig at you, but you know what I mean? Like, just get the mirror, look at it, so you better enter it that way. Because you can tell them, like, look in the mirror, and they're like, yeah, I did look in the mirror. You know how arrogant, like, ignorant some people are, bro.
Yeah, but accountability will be the biggest, like, the first step. Because a lot of the stuff that you think, before you take the step, you think everyone else has done it here. My dad left me, mum was she left me as well, my dad bashed me, this and that. Like, everything's externalized. But if you do, like, take accountability, then you can empathize with a lot of the situation that you face, and you can look at people's struggles, because
maybe that argument where I burnt that bridge was my fault. You know what I mean? Like,
you have that understanding, that deep understanding, but you know that people, then, like, nothing's personal. They've done, everything's been done according to whatever they've been through in life and whatever they haven't dealt with. That's why they say, like, well, if you don't heal for your kids, bro, whatever battles that you don't fight, they're going to be fighting.
Isn't that majority of what a therapist does, though? They just hold the mirror up or, like, guide you through it?
Yeah, they let you feel. You know, the number one. I think it was there was a study done in England. I think it dropped by 70%. Mental illness dropped by 70% just by being heard. So no drugs, nothing like that. But they just sat there and they just listened to whoever the trauma victims were. I think they were Vietnam veterans or some shit that they done it on. And as soon as they just talked it out, and they were just, as soon as they were noticed, they were heard, seen, and then they started like to unthaw that side out, and then there was no issue, bro.
To be seen is to be loved, bro.
I feel like that's everybody, but like a lot of people that I've met, like in my life, and I've actually sat down and spoke to them, like they just want to be heard and seen, you know.
You know how people just start rattling off shit about their life when you first meet them? Have you ever had that? It's crazy.
I'm sort of good at getting people to open up straight away. You're the same, man. Yeah. You talk to them, they just tell you all your problems.
Spit everything out like word vomit, and then they look at themselves like, why the fuck did I say that?
I used to do that in jail a lot to my cellies and that, because everyone's such a high pressure environment, like. And I'd always remind them. I always do that, like. I'd always remind them that we're human, then we're going home, and they would show me the kid in the cell. You know what I mean? Like that they wouldn't show anyone else.
Jack their noodles after.
Backdoor bandit, mate.
Fuck off. We can't go one fucking episode without it.
No, but you know what I mean?
But when you look at it, bro, realistically, bro, we're just all like, we're all frozen parts of our trauma, bro.
Frozen in time.
Yeah, bro, some people further than others, bro.
You really got to go back to every moment, and unfreeze it, bring it.
Bro, every single moment, bro. It's the hardest thing to do. No one's willing to do that.
That's why you see online, they're like, fuck, all these guys do is cry. Oh, yeah.
That's why a lot of people run.
All you do is wank, drink, and beat your wife. Hey, but we're not judging. You be alright, bitch ass nigga.
Start working up, bro. You ain't got to do that, Jimmy.
But yeah, fuck, I feel like that's why a lot of people run. Yeah. Because fuck, man, to hold up that mirror and have to relive everything, fuck, it's a hard experience. Especially if you've...
No, like to honestly have the mirror and look at it and really identify that. Because bro, I don't know a lot of people, except us, willing to do it. A lot of people, they'll talk about mental health shit, but they'll just touch the iceberg. Like, that's just the tip of it.
Especially if you've grown accustomed to just shelving shit. Like whenever you face like adversity or something hard goes or left, or something that goes left in your life, yeah, and you just like putting it here and you're like, fuck, I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with this later, I'll deal with that later, and fuck.
And then one day the straw that breaks the camel's back and everything comes crashing down on you. The whole shelf falls on you.
You know what's funny now, that I'm at the age now where a lot of my mates, like everything that they were choosing not to deal with at the time, I'm starting to see it weighing on them now. And you see it in their face. Kids, they got married.
They're weary.
Yeah, bro. And then when you look at them, bro, they're there, you see them and you see like the mate that you said you seen back in the day, but they're fucking tired, bro. And you can tell, bro, like, fuck, man, they just run into their grave with all their fucking shit, like.
You ever get that feeling where you just oversleep and you wake up just tired, like you haven't slept? They walk around like that. I see so many of my mates from school, bro. They already got white hand shit. You know what I mean? I ain't got little, I'm still young, you know. No, but I see him. We go to Narellan a lot. We see a mate, and he's there. He always works at the bank. He was athletic in school. You can tell, bro. Life's been going up, bro.
Everyone's running, bro.
Yeah, everyone's running.
Do you get excited when you get home? See the kids in that?
Yeah, bro.
See, I've always like assumed that was the way it is when you love your kids.
Bro, you know, to me, lad, that's the dream, bro. You live in the...
You know, bro, 100%, you know, when I see them, bro, you're like, fucking, that's my nuclear, bro. They call it the nuclear family, bro. That's your means to life, lad. And with mine, bro, I swear, lad, and I'm so grateful, bro, because that's what shaped my whole thing right now, bro.
Some people can't be bothered going home because they just can't be well dealing with it. That I don't understand. What would you say the reason for that is?
That's what I mean, dealing with this.
Undealt trauma.
What I said earlier, the first bully of a child is an unhealed parent.
And you know how sensitive children are, bro? You can tell them a certain thing, bro, everything's good, everything's all right, but fuck, bro, they will feel it. Because it's something about when they're young, because they're so soiled in their mentality, and their nervous systems are really, really delicate, bro. And they can sense, like that's all, I said it before. Like if you want to look at the stress of the parents, bro, look at the kids. The kids are stressed out, bro, they're fucked.
That's what I mean, with especially when the father's broken as well, like. Because in my household, my dad was pretty fucked up, so all of his shit. My mum was a wonderful, beautiful lady, like she She done a lot for him, bro. She ended up pulling him out of the mud in the end. But you see, all of everything that he ever dealt with and everything he went through, it was just too much to bear. Like. So then it just fucking trickled all the way down to the kids, bro. So that cunt was just a fucking a violent motherfucker, lad. So you see what I mean? I'm saying that to say, an unhealed parent, man, can destroy a family, lad. But
His voice still to this day fucking scares me, like. Even though we're grown, like, you know what I mean? Like,
everyone, I wouldn't say it's trying to say it was the worst ever, but like anyone who's been in that abusive household, you still triggers certain things, or a hard noise, the slamming of a door. Yeah. Because this guy used to smash everything, bro. So when I hear sudden noises, it takes me back there. But then I laugh. You'll be alright, bitch, nigga.
What was he like after everyone had left and you were just there?
He was alright. Like, what do you mean? Like everyone had left.
He was there the longest, no?
yeah, so there's massive age difference, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, and so Neil came later. We didn't even know he was going to be born. Yeah.
Like between me and Sol, it's like 9 years, and then 10, and then from then on, it's 2 on that. So it's 12 between me and Tim, and then 14 between me and Say, and then keeps going up 2 all the way to like the oldest.
So my parents got freaky 2 years, every 2 years. No, I'm serious. So from what is it? So from Seoul all the way up to my older sister, 2 years apart, everyone.
Yeah, our oldest 2 sisters, they're less than a year apart, but.
And I thought my dad wasn't to retire, his ocarus and retire, but 9 years later he got freaky one night, boom, big bubba.
And this nigga crawled out.
Now this nigga shining, nigga. See ya shining, nigga. Fucking 2 meters, bro. Yeah. He's the tallest out of them. Cunts go look at me like, oh, you're fucking tall. I go, nah, brother. Yeah, what do you see the boys? What do you see my brothers?
They're like, how tall are you? I go, I'm like 2 meters. I'm 198, 6'6". I'm like, fuck, you're massive, bro. I go, nah, my little brother is bigger. They're like, what the fuck? What'd you eat?
Spice from Tongyaki Catering.
A lot of. What'd you eat? Just a lot of trauma, bro.
Well, what the fuck happened to me then, bro?
Eat trauma and knuckle sandwiches.
Bro, you know how insulting it is when I'm out and cunts are like, fuck, you're a unit, eh? And I go, oh, yeah. And they're like, fuck, how tall are you? About 6'4", 6'5"? I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, I was that height in fucking primary school. Like, are you kidding me, bro?
I imagine being offended at 6'4". Fuck me. I'd like to be 6'4".
You don't realise how big you are till you're around normal people. And then you see photos of it and you're like, fuck.
This guy nearly hit his head in my living room, bro. Oh, fuck. And there's like this little fucking little bit of ceiling that separates the 2 rooms. And this bloke just walks in, he had the duck under it. And I was like, motherfucker, just be normal, cuz. What the fuck? Why are you out here this big, bro?
Why are you bridging up?
Yeah, he stands next to me. I feel threatened, bro.
Yeah. Why you been a hard cunt for, eh?
So, Neil, what was it like being the youngest brother, bro? With fucking 3 big gorillas.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. Straight out, yeah, it was good. Like, felt it like through my eyes, it felt a bit unfair at times because I didn't really feel like I was heard or seen. Because everybody had all their own things going on. No one really actually sat down and spoke to me like that and asked me like, "Fuck, are you alright?" So it was sort of hard. Like I feel like everything that I had going on wasn't big enough to be for people to sit like to talk about. Just because I was the youngest, and in their eyes, like I was the baby. Like
you had it easy.
You know, like you had gotten everything given to you. Like they sort of just brushed it under the rug.
That's the worst way to be, eh?
Yeah. Because if I'm being honest with you, man, it lit a fire inside me. And I just grew up to be hateful and spiteful towards everything. All because I wasn't being seen and heard at home. Like the way that I feel, like no one ever gave me the time of day at home. So I used to just...
Recluse.
Yeah, I just used to like, whatever I was going through, I'd just go to the room and let it out.
Fuck, bro, I feel so bad, eh? Because I used to do that shit and I know the fucking severity of that shit.
But I used to do it to my brother as well.
Fucking heavy, bro. Because those voices in your head are fucking so loud.
Yeah.
That's why I never judge any cunt, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I always give them the, like, lead with respect first. Because my fucking demons, bro, they almost took me, bro. You don't know whatever some other cunt's going through, bro. But yeah, sorry to cut you off, Neil, lad.
Oh, no.
You'll be alright, bitch ass niggas. No, I'm playing.
Stop being a bitch.
You'd feel like you don't receive love after that, because like what I said before, to be seen is to be loved, right? Yeah. And because no one gave you the time of day, you'd feel like there was less love in the household for you, eh?
So then I just fucking like I was saying, it lit a fire inside me, and I carried it for years, and like only now, recently, the last couple of months or last couple of weeks, sorry, I'm trying to like extinguish the fire and put it out, like through all this healing and that. But fuck, it gets hard sometimes, but
Needs another slumber party, huh? Needs another sleepover with Josh.
hard, because I'm not good at like fucking articulating myself too, because I never had that experience as a kid to talk. So even now as an adult, I still have trouble regulating my emotions and trying to get it out there for people to understand.
You would have felt like everyone left you with it, ain't you?
Yeah, straight out I did, man, for the longest time.
In the worst way possible.
Like, fuck.
Because you know what, like from the outside looking in, he's like the youngest, well looked after, you know what I mean? He's different in age group, like much different, bro.
Yeah, but the things that like everyone was giving me, it wasn't what I wanted. You know what I mean? You could buy me whatever I wanted, whatever I told you, or like whatever I said I wanted. You could they could buy it for me, but it wasn't what I wanted. You know what I mean?
What you needed.
Yeah, what I needed. It's like, you know, when you have everything you want, but you don't have what you need.
Yeah. What did you need in that moment? In those moments?
Just more like affection and being heard. At times when I was a kid, I didn't know if we were gonna make it, straight out. Like, and just having someone sit there and tell me it's alright, like fuck, we'll push through this. Just felt so alone all the time.
Yeah, because everyone was fighting their battles, like.
Yeah, that's the reason why, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and blame fucking my sisters or my brothers for, you know what I mean. Everyone had their own shit, you know what I mean.
When you're in an abusive household, you feel like you're the only one going through it. But really, there's like 7 other people that are going through the same thing, but in their own eyes. So it feels different.
Like, you know the worstest feeling, lad, I should say the worst feeling, is being being in a room full of people, bro, and still feeling alone. And especially like sibling, like people that are directly like linked to you, like they're your same blood, but you feel so alone. That's the worst feeling, bro.
It's funny he said that. Remember we used to talk about that? I used to say that. He used to be like, bro, we're in the house. And that make me feel like I'm not part of the family. I had no idea he was feeling the same thing. Because from my eyes, it was our baby in this cunt. I'm like, bro, he's got everything. That's why I always overlooked it.
I remember when I used to go to this guy when I was a kid, or young, not a kid, but like early teens, probably about 13, 14. And I used to tell him, like I used to try and like fuck, I'm hearing voices in my head, like fucking they're like telling me to do shit, like do wicked shit. And he used to always brush it under the rug. He used to be like, fuck, you'll be alright. I remember one time we're driving through St. Mary's, like, and I go to this guy, I'm hearing these voices in my head, and he goes, don't worry, you know the voices in my head, we're mates. Lad in the Beamer, lad. Fuck, bro.
We're Aussies, lad.
I was like, bro, well, tell me we're going to be alright.
Nah, Sean, we're jumping off the cliff, bro.
Fuck, bro. So it was battling, bro. Everyone doing their own shit, eh? Like.
That's like I said earlier. Like, he's going through the same thing, but it feels different because it's, you know, everyone's perception is different. Yeah. So my lens of life is from of a son that's just the father will never accept. Like, he's not proud of because I'm a criminal. So it's been like that. I've been an underdog my whole life. So that's my view on everything. It was shaped based on my dad on that. And him, he's the youngest. Whatever, so on and so forth. So everyone's perception of reality is different. Like, it differs.
It's like what you said on one of the previous episodes, where even in the same household, you don't get the same parents.
Yeah, no siblings have the same parents. No child grows up the same way. No.
I don't understand how your perception differs, but you know what I mean?
It's the parenting.
Because then they don't parent them the same way.
Kids interpret love differently. You can't you can't make a dish and just expect them to all eat it, because not all of them like fucking rice and beans. Or like everyone's different, so you gotta love every child differently. That's just from my experience. Like my parents would show a lot of attention to my sisters, and I'd hate it. Or any attention that was shown to the other siblings, I'd hate it. Because I was like, bro, this nigga loves them, but not me. Oh, fuck this cunt. You know what I mean? Why didn't everyone's got landmines in their brains? Like.
No matter what you do for them and how much you love them, bro, and how much you confess or do whatever you want to do for them, the way you interpret love, they'll always interpret their sense of love and being accepted by the way that you show up for them. So every kid's different. You know what I mean? That's why he even said it. He goes, everyone, they were giving me what I like, you know what I mean, what they thought, but it wasn't what I wanted.
Everyone was giving him money, buying him stuff, doing the, but he just needed attention, man. Like genuine attention. That's what I reckon. Because that's all I wanted.
Bro, 100%.
That's why you find yourself latching to everyone that struggled with multiple partners. The reason for it was because the partners would give them the time and attention and care and nurture them the way they needed to be.
Yeah, in separate ways, yeah. Timmy was a good one with that one.
You think she's the one for you?
Timmy was an expertise, but
He still is, but what do you mean? What's going on? She's watching, baby.
get me in trouble, this guy.
Talking to you earlier, huh? Now, hey, with that being said, mate, what's something you always wanted from your father? Because that answers that question. Something that you always wanted, like genuinely, even to this day. Because you sort of half answered Neil's question. Like everyone was giving they gave what he wanted, but not what he needed. What was something you needed from your dad?
Fuck, just to show up a few times and support. Like, I always thought about it, right? There'd be times where someone would pick on me, right? And I wouldn't do anything back because I didn't have the support of a father behind me, right?
To show you how to navigate through.
Exactly. So it was like, let's say he picked on me, I wouldn't hit him back. I'd be scared to do that because if, like, I knew I couldn't handle defending my mum, my sister, my little brother. Like, I was the first sort of defense.
That's the reason why you feel like that, because he never showed you.
Exactly. So if he was just there telling me, oh, we'll go bash the cunt together, then I would have punched on. But I didn't start.
Makes sense why you act like that with us.
Yeah. But that's why I didn't start punching on. Yeah, fuck, if someone was, fuck, don't even get me started. I've lost my temper too many times in that situation. But because I was like the first line of defense, I didn't start punching on until fucking like year 8 or something, year 9 or whatever it was. But because of not having that behind me and him not showing up, but he told me he was going to show up as well, so it made me have trust issues bad.
Yeah.
I think those few things, if he...
I sort of understand why you are the way you are.
Yeah, bro.
So you sort of didn't show up to, so you wanted him to show you how to be a man. Like.
Pretty much, yeah. I had to figure it out the hardest possible way. Everything. Literally everything that people think is just like second nature or whatever. It's like easy. You just ask your dad, he'll tell you how to do it. I had to be that for my brother. Right?
It becomes hard, yeah.
You're learning and you're teaching at the same time as you're learning, and it's like, oh fuck, I don't know that one yet.
I was the same, man. I had to figure it all out, even though I was in the same house, but I felt like I wasn't seen.
Yeah, bro.
So I was like, fuck this nigga, fuck them bitches, fuck them. I swear, I full alienated myself. Like that's how I used to think growing up. You know, you were all against me. I go, fuck these cunts, they're colluding together against me. When I come home, that's why I just kept getting drunk, kept taking drugs, I just kept...
It's a conspiracy, brother.
Yeah, I legit thought it was a fucking conspiracy.
Achilles.
Growing up, my dad, like, I was a naughty cunt as well, bro. I wouldn't totally blame it on him. I was fucking naughty, but his hidings were just a bit overbearing, brother. And then that just shaped my whole childhood, going into adulthood, going into teenage and adulthood, and I was just straight away ganging on, but fuck these guns. It just set the stage, like. But yeah, now we back here, sulking, licking our wounds, like little girls. But yeah, so that's one of the things. Yeah. What was it that you needed? The first thing that comes to your head.
First thing that comes to my head is just letting me know he loved me. Just standard shit. I just wanted him to sit there and tell me he loved me. Still to this day.
People don't understand how much that damages you later on in life, just not getting that affection from your father.
Fuck, man, I'm 25 years old, lad, and still to this day, he's never told me that he loved me. And I'm fuck, you know what I mean? I know he does, but fuck.
This guy doesn't know how to regulate emotion, brother. Only violence.
But you can tell when he does, like healing now, like doing all the shit that I've done, you can sort of see you have empathy towards the situation. Not only that, you can sort of tell where it went wrong for him. Because like when it becomes like little soft moments, like they'll jar up, or they'll just want to leave, and it makes them feel uncomfortable because they don't like visiting that soft side of themselves, or they don't know how to go there.
Look, he doesn't know how to be affectionate, bro. Like he sees us, you can see him, he wants to say he loves you, but he doesn't know what to say, so he's, hello mate.
There's a certain smirk he does, lad. That I know, but it's like a cheeky smirk. The way he looks and he tilts his head down and he looks around. That's just like it's a weird. That's when I know like he's.
He wants to say, but because my mum used to tell me, hey, this, that. I go, yeah, what does he say? You're just making shit up. But it really was because he'd open up to my mum, but I'd never believe it. But you know, later on when she's gone and you see it, and you're like, fuck, this is what she was talking about.
Yeah. Fuck, he must miss her real bad, eh? It's like the only person you really open up to, is your wife.
Oh yeah, 100. Bro, he went He started when she passed away. He used to go to the graveyard. He used to sit there. I think he used to sit there and he just drank himself to sleep a lot of times. But he was hearing voices like he was going a bit loopy in the head when she died. Yeah. And for my dad to do that, like he's a very mentally strong man, bro.
You want him to give you a hug, eh?
Yeah. Give a little nigga a hug.
Sitting at the funeral and watching him cry, and even seeing him, and it wasn't even a cry. Like he cries more when he prays, but he's very good at bottling things up. But you can see it when he.
That's where we get it from, bro. That's why we grew up the way we did, bro, because we knew how to like bury that side of ourselves, that emotion, bro.
Bro, my mom died. We still haven't had a conversation about it. We just everyone dealt with it on their own. Yeah. Me and Tim here and there. Now later on.
You know the only time, bro, I swear to you, bro, I shit you not, was when the microwave was on, bro. That's the only time me and my brothers will ever sit there and have a common conversation.
Yeah, we'll only talk on the coke. But you know what? And then we'll
Real healthy, guys. Round of applause.
Everyone knows, bro.
Viva Los Colombia! When we would do that, we would open up. With me, I'm an open book. I can talk about it, but with these guys, they won't. They won't go near it because it's too painful. So then we would talk about stuff on the coke, and then spend.
I'll come around for another 2 weeks. Thinking, what the fuck did I say? I think they think I'm a weak cunt.
Won't talk for like Tim said, for 2 weeks. Everyone's like, fuck, I said that, fuck.
I considered changing your names in my phone to Houdini 1, Houdini 2, Houdini 3. Fuck, there were times where these blokes wouldn't message me for 2 weeks.
Abracadabra.
You know what I realised as well, like a lot of the stuff that we needed as kids, I used to always think, bro, when I grow up, I'm gonna fucking be that's like so successful that I'm gonna buy my kids everything. They're gonna have everything that I didn't have. But when I look back now, bro, everything that I needed was nothing to do with anything monetary.
Hard.
It was just like time, attention, effort, and just to be seen, bro.
Where does the monetary gain come from?
And I give that to my kids now, and bro, the way that they are so far, God, fucking, thank God, they've turned out fine. And there was never about $1. It was just sitting there and just looking them in the eye and acknowledging what they wanted, because everyone you have to show up different. And that's all they needed, bro.
Like you were saying before, number one currency for kids is time and attention.
But I always wondered where the fuck that comes from. The monetary, you know how we all have that, like, we need millions, we need to make millions.
That's just the struggles of life. Like, you misconstrue it with the love that you got to show your kids and that, and just people around you. Yeah. I feel like sometimes the life battles infiltrates what's really important. Like, instead of telling your mum you love her, you're complaining about a bill she asked you to pay. Like, I can't pay it this week, this, that, and it just dilutes everything, you know what I mean? I feel like my household was like that. Because they had, my dad threw himself in church. I know he was trying to battle all these generational curses from his family because they're fucked up. But they had that, they went to church, he just gave everything up to go there, and he was just struggling, bro. Had 7, 8 kids, working 2 jobs. My mum was working 2 jobs, that financial strain, the stress of kids, and it's just like, and also with everything that he brought into the relationship. My mum was all right, she was good, she was a very peaceful lady. Like, she was the easiest person to live with, but my dad he had so much, there's so much shit he inherited from his family. To do what he done to us and make us feel the way we feel, you gotta think to yourself. Now I think back and I'm like, fuck, imagine what the poor cunt was going through, bro. Yeah, all the battles he was facing on his own, because he had no older brothers. In the Tongan culture, you're not allowed to feel anything, and they're from that generation where they've had to sweep everything under the rug.
It's like a cold cut.
Yeah, we to us it's pussy if you talk about it. Yeah, in Tongan they call it like a lau pussy. It means like, so you're complaining like a girl, stop being a bitch. But it's fine. It usually be the same, right? You just can't.
We'll cop a hiding, you go to like, Daddy, man, I didn't like the way you spoke to me. You know what I mean? That type of shit, but yeah, sorry.
That's the Aussies. The Aussies are lucky, bro. Joseph, go to your naughty corner. Okay.
Stare at the wall for the next 5 minutes.
We were the naughty punching bag, like. Yeah.
I was always like, why are you crying? I'll give you something to cry about. I'm like, fuck, I have something to cry about already. You'd have to add to it. Already crying, motherfucker.
And then you get bashed, and there's nothing you can do but cry and have a reaction, and they're telling you to shut the fuck up. And you're like,
You don't have to cry, you're getting whipped with the fucking hose.
fuck, lad.
Like the school shorts are already thin, like undies, like. They're whipping you, it's making you pull your pants down. I'm like, bro, there's no difference. You fucking spinner. It's like, this can't probably like seeing the cheek jiggle.
But we've Islander parents, I feel like, bro, it's like a lose-lose. You cry, you get belted for crying. You don't cry, then they start saying you think you're Lotolahi, yeah?
And then when you don't cry, they say that. They're saying, yeah, you think you got a big heart, and they bash you harder.
You think you can handle it, yeah?
You can't win, lad.
It's a lose-lose, bro.
You cry too loud, he hits you harder. You don't cry enough, you think you're tough, huh?
I think after all these years, you guys would have found the sweet spot, but he's fucking, he's never learned, huh?
But you know, I'm not fully against getting hidings, lad. Just as long as you tell, like you explain what's going on. The difference between discipline and abuse, abuse is when you emotionally hit the child.
It has to be out of emotion, like not out of emotion.
Yeah, discipline is like if you've done something wrong.
You know, for me, like, I'm not against hitting, but I'll never hit mine. Because for me, discipline comes from calm authority, bro. Because they'll always do as you do. And they can feel it, bro. You know when your dad's walking around, bro, like you feel his presence, bro, and you even tighten up. Like even my little one, man, like just act up, do whatever, like to everyone, and then as soon as I'm in the house, like everything's quiet. Like, you know, you're calm authority, bro. If you are who you are, bro, and you like really firm in your belief in what you do and how you raise them, bro, they'll follow suit. If you're a shit kicker and you're fucking, they're gonna turn out the same, bro.
How was early life for you? Like, between the years of like 1 to 7, like you were saying. What were those years like for you?
Yeah, it was good. Like I got, like earlier years, it was good. But then towards like the later years of that, that's when I remember the abuse started kicking in. Was young, like real early. I think about 5, which is pretty much fucking since I could remember. Like, that was when the abuse started kicking in from my dad.
It was pretty much instant, but he couldn't remember.
Like just always talking down on me. Always telling me I'm a like piece of shit, I'm this and that. And I feel like that as well because I have a lot of, I have really bad self-esteem issues. Like people look at me and they're like, fuck, this cunt's like a big cunt, he's this and that. But they don't know, like mentally I'm fucked up inside.
Yeah, you're still a 5-year-old.
Like fuck. Like I sit there and I catch myself doing it, not knowing that I'm doing it. Like unintentionally doing it. Like I'll sit there and tell myself, fuck, I'm a rubbish cunt. Fuck, I'm a weak cunt. Fuck, I'm an ugly cunt. I'm this, I'm that.
Just that early negative talk, really.
Like it's like I beat myself up. Like Gates, he's like I beat myself up so the world won't. Like, you know what I mean? So when the world does it, it's just like, bro, like just like water on the back. It just trickles off, falls off.
That's the secret to the internet, lad. That's what I do. Yeah, I did it without realizing. You expose yourself so no one can.
But at the same time, like, cause I cave a lot. Like I cave in a lot. And when I do, then those thoughts and that start to like climb through the windows, and it gets louder. The voices.
What triggers the cave in?
Conflict.
Whenever I get into it, I always tend to isolate. And when I isolate, that's when the
These are exactly the same.
the voices and that, they get louder, and I can't. If I'm being honest with you, I catch myself talking to myself a lot in my room at night, like a spinner. Like I sit there like talking, like fuck, oh no, like
I have full-blown conversations. Yeah. It's not bad.
I actually figured this out not long ago. You know how we always build an alter ego in our brains that's stronger than us, that can take the hits for us? You argue with him. Like your one's Big Cash. Mine was like Vandal, right? So you build this alter ego in your brain.
Mine's Van Damme.
Van Damme? Van Damme, brother.
No, play.
Van Damme, you funny.
Sorry, lad.
Yeah, when you build that alter ego, you make him strong and he's got no weakness, but he's a prick and he's like really, really not a good person, right? So like when mine...
He's the one that protected you growing up.
Yeah, and once you put a name to him, that's when he starts getting a voice. You know what I mean? So once you figure out who it is that you're talking to, that's when you know how to deal with him.
There really is the truth that, you know, my alter ego, I didn't realize I was forming it until later on. Later on, yeah. I heard 50 talking about it. He built a character that would be able to survive the environment that he was in. Yeah. And I was like, fuck. That's exactly what I've done. But it was all the way to the point where I got to where I was now, and I didn't need that character anymore. When it was time to let it go and heal, I felt like I was losing myself. Because situations I get into where usually Cash will take over and just do some dumb shit.
He's like, you need me, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm losing myself. And then I'll tell Tim, and these fucking dumb cunts telling me I'm growing up. I'm like, nah, brother, I feel weak, brother. I need to be strong.
We can too, brother, huh? Come down, brother. Come have a dig.
Up there, this was back then. I would have shot these motherfucker in the face. And he's like, bro, you're not that person anymore, bro. Do you want to heal or you just want to stay in the same spot? Like,
That's one of my main battles as well. I fight with still to this day, is having to let go, let things let it go.
it's the hardest thing, like.
It's the hardest thing, but sometimes like I sit there and try and remind myself like I'm no longer that person no more. Like I'm becoming a man.
The thing with me, I still battle with the shooting shit, like revenge, like. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers, but I've got to constantly remind myself, you're not that person. Leave it. You're going a different direction, like. My innate nature is like, you fucking dog cunt. You think you could do that to me? Yeah. I talk to myself as well, and I feel like you got to go back in time to that little kid where you were traumatized, you're frozen, unfreeze it, and just walking back into the life you're in now.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get past all that old shit, bro. What were you saying, man?
I was talking to her and she was telling me you got to feed him, right? So do things that feed him so that he silences that alter
It's
ego.
really it's the hip shit I watch online. They say that. Yeah.
And I was like thinking about it.
You got to raise that inner child again. Yeah. Oh, not again. You got to raise him because he's stuck.
Oh, I'm talking about the alter ego as well. Like you have to do things that silence him, that satiate him. Like for example, yours could be boxing, right? Because you're letting out your anger and you're like punching on and doing all that. So you're sort of satiating him, so he goes away for a bit. You got to find something that satiates the alter ego so that he stops being so intrusive
Yeah.
and taking over and taking control.
I didn't really have like a. Oh yeah, I guess you could say.
Does he tell you to do opposite shit to what you want to do?
Yeah, whenever I do, like the voices and I turn violent. Yeah. Like to be honest with you,
Nah, that'd be more of a front face, the protection thing.
yeah, like whenever things and that happen,
I used to do that.
like straight out, I tell you this now, it's like I turn into like a demon. Like fuck, like it's the complete opposite to how I am. Like anyone that knows me knows that I'm like an easygoing person. Like I'm quiet. A lot of people think I'm like rude in that, but it's just the way that I am. I don't talk unless I'm spoken to if I don't know you. But a lot of people like they think I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I get like I rub people the wrong way, bro, because I have like a disassociated like way of being. Like I've gotten better over the years, but like you sort of like disjointed from reality and from everyone around you because you've been traumatized that much, and then people come to you and they take you as like, oh, he doesn't like me, or like, you know what I mean? So withdrawn in the moment that you're like, fuck this guy, bro. There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, like it's because I like have a lot of like panic attacks and anxiety and that, real bad, like bad. Like I'll be out, and like it just hit me, like fuck, and then I have to go. It doesn't matter what I'm doing or where I'm at. I have to leave the setting I'm in, and like go somewhere, regather, and then come back.
Where's your when I have all of that happen, I have like a safe space that I can recharge. Where's yours?
Mine's not really a place. Mine's music. Like anyone that known me coming up through school, known me, I always had music on, whether it be fucking AirPods or earphones, because
That was all of us, okay?
it made a place.
That was the father for the fatherless.
Yeah, it created a space for me to run to.
Jay-Z said it, lad. Yeah.
Like it created a space for me to go to when my parents fought, when my siblings fought, when all that shit was happening to me. Like that's why for music I hold in such a high regard, because it's like I'm there physically, but when I listen to music, mentally and spiritually I'm somewhere else. Like fucking, it just takes me there.
So you know, music is a spiritual thing, like. It's the only thing.
Especially with mum.
Fuck, I used to do that as well when I used to get fucked up real bad. I used to go crawl under the bed, the room in Gin and Nuts room. Yeah. I used to crawl under the bed and I used to put on, it was either Boys to Men, Puck,
Yeah.
or As Yet, like. Just crawl myself under the bed.
Bro, rap was massive for me, bro. The whole rap game, from like Andre, 3K, Nas, Rakim, all of those boys, all the way to like the new gen shit. I could listen to rap all day, bro. And Jay-Z had a quote. He was like, "We were fatherless, so we found our fathers on the canvas and on vinyl and in the streets. Like, who your father? You picked your, like, let's say your favorite rappers and that, and you look to them for guidance and shit." He said, "There's a quote about that, bro. Earphones on all the time.
You sort of see how rejection can ruin your life, eh?
That's where my confidence came from. put on some NWA. Fucking now I'm punching on.
You know the hardest thing to come out of, bro, is coming out of what Neil's coming out of, survival mode. You know, when you're in constant chaos, and then the person that you are in that chaos, when you come out of the storm, bro, like you gotta sort of become that new person. That's what, like, say always goes on about, like, fuck, man, who the fuck am I, this and that, because he's used to that constant chaos and being like constant under the pump. But when you have that mental ease and like when you've been under so much pressure, bro, you don't know what peace feels like, bro. Like it feels so foreign that you're like, fuck, this feels weird. It doesn't feel right. Chaos feels better, you know?
Something go, bro. It's not. It's hard, bro. Because it's not in my nature.
It's hard to it's hard to let something go, man. Because that's fuck, man. That's something fucking we all battle with.
The best way to put it, lad, is like when you see guys that go to jail. You see their whole demeanor change over a period of like, what if they do like a long lagging, but you see them change, and when they come out, they're totally different. Because the person they have to become in there, bro, to get through whatever situation that they face in there, coming back out, bro, it's like
They can't turn it off.
yeah, they gotta.
Some guys spend their whole life with it on. They never truly turn it off.
But I feel like that's one of the biggest tests in life. Yeah.
A guy that Jay's done like 12, 13 years. But now he's probably done 16. Just went in again. Shout out to JB who's watching this. And his whole, every time he's got that comes on stage with me, you walk into his cell, it's set up like a jail cell, bro. Everything's folded perfectly. It feels like I'm walking in the Silverwater. Yeah, like two fucking. He's in the lounge room lapping up and down. I'm like, bro, sit the fuck down, bro.
Lad, I've never, like, I don't know the jail setting, lad, I've never been there. But when you go around him, you feel like you're like, there's an institution around or some shit. You feel like, fuck, what's happening? Are we being watched or some shit?
So robotic, he's looking at every crack in the thing. I'm like, bro, get off the drugs. And they go,
Down to the way his undies are folded and, bro, it's crazy.
I went into the bathroom one time and he had a hat hanging over the aircon thing, the vent. I go, what's that for? And he goes, oh, no, in case they're watching us. I'm like, bro.
You know, in terms of music, say, what was the first song that, or who was the group that made you fall in love with it and became like the stronghold to like the mental ease?
Music? Yeah. Oh, it's always been around, man. We grew up in the Michael Jackson era, like. So music was always at the forefront, bro. I soap up my feet in the bathtub and I'm trying to do the moonwalk. Remember how crazy it was back then? Yeah, bro, it was fucking crazy. Man, this was live. They were in that time, bro. So we're watching it live and we're like, you're in total awe. Like, you watch it now and
You're like, what the fuck is
you're watching that, you see girls collapsing and shit. Throwing bras on stage.
Cunts getting fucking taken off, like in stretches.
People moving hysterical.
Bro, there was actually
Bro, you actually thought he was God, bro.
people don't know how big his reach was. There was no social media back then, right? There was nothing back then. All that happened was someone seen his security guard, not even him, at some hotel somewhere. And like 3 hours later, there was 50,000 people at his balcony, bro. No social media, no nothing, bro. He just had that fucking aura about him. Bro, Drake's only just breaking his records now, bro. Like, fuck, in the last 5 years. And he's just breaking them, just barely. And the robots and the fucking streaming bots and all that shit, bro.
Bro, he was that famous, bro. I remember he used to pay like paid actors. He used to lock down the what do you call it, the shopping centers, and pay them to act like they didn't know him. And he used to go in there and buy milk and shit and dance around and shit. Cunts were next to him acting like they don't know him.
That's what I mean. So I reckon growing up in the 90s era was the best era, bro. So the house was always musical. My parents loved music, bro. My dad was like in this little band, bro. My mum's family was musical as well. So we always loved music, bro. So we've always had a liking to it.
Like I remember as a kid, lad, Saturdays, the cleaning days, fucking, it was just fucking bangers playing in the good when the girls were playing it, lad.
As fucked up as the childhood was, there was a lot of mad moments, bro. There's a certain way the sun shines when you look at it, and it gives you a thing where Saturday morning, vacuum's going, sisters are cleaning, toast is burning, eggs are frying. You're like, fuck you. I just stop for a minute, I just close my eyes and just go there, and then wake up and then drive back, go home, have a wank. Back to the shit life.
What was yours? Which artist was yours? Bone Thugs? Oof.
I like Michael Jackson, all that old school shit, bro. I'm old school at heart, lad. But I really like started to gravitate towards music, bro, with all my shit, bro. When I heard the Bone Thugs, just because their flow and their harmony, their melody, because they were melodic, bro. And I was like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, mine was Puck, lad.
There was a song I remember say he played. It was with Puck and Bone Thugs. and there was 2 gunshots. I walked in and he was playing it on Jin's computer, the computer that was in Jin's room. And then doom, doom, and I'm like, fuck, who the fuck is that, bro?
And then it just drops there, my nigga bomb.
Yeah. And I didn't think that, busy bone. It was my favorite, lad. I didn't understand a word he was saying, lad. It just go with his harmony.
Fuck, mine was always 50 and Eminem, bro. Those 2 were my goats.
Bro, you know what's funny, man? I always forget how young you are. When I hear that, lad, it takes me back there. There's something about the old school, when you hear the beat, like you hear the massive synth or the... Just close your eyes and go away, bro.
Like Michael Jackson confirmed that they were hiding frequencies in his music to elicit a certain reaction. He owned half of Sony music, bro. That's like the biggest ownership shit there is in the whole music game. So like, he had way too much power. That's why they killed him, bro.
It was the old school music that made me fall in love with music. Probably be Boys to Men. Because I've always liked the slow music. And then that carried me up until Drake dropped. Remember 2007, 2008? And then fuck, ever since then, lad, it's just been fucking...
Fuck, I still remember when Soul showed me him, lad.
I got out of jail. We were recording with a mate.
Yeah, that was when he dropped.
When I got out, I was doing the Blood of Jesus shit talk. Yeah. That was when and he was showing me Drake because he's gonna be the next big artist. Because we need to do this shit.
I still remember that first time. That first song, he dropped, it was with Rihanna.
The first song I heard from him was The Motto.
What was the motto?
That was the first song. He was already fucking...
Damn, Mo.
We're
We're talking about early 2000s, man.
Oh yeah, but that was the first song I had heard from him.
I don't remember what the song was called, but it was called, he was in a convenience store.
With Rihanna?
Yeah, and it was when she had the red hair. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, that was the first time I seen Drake. And I was like, fuck, man, this cunt, he raps hectic. And then after that, he just started dropping like crazy.
Fuck, Drake's a bitch. Fuck Drake. I don't like Drake anymore. His music is roboticized now, bro. It's always fucking ghostwriters and bullshit.
I guarantee if you go through like your playlist, you've got at least 1 or 2 of his songs, bro.
More than 2 of his songs. He's got bangers, lad.
The politics, I just enjoy the music.
You know what it is?
To sit there and listen to songs on the daily, Drake's got the best playlist.
Okay, for sure.
But to sit there,
2 a.m.
like who wants to sit there, mate? Like who wants to sit there listening to some guy put on voices, lad? DNA. I'm like, bro, I want some kickback shit. You play Unthinkable, Drake and what's her name? Alicia Keys. You just cruising, nigga. If we do the unthinkable.
I'm sorry.
I'm coming now, baby.
But yeah, the thing that I like Drake about is because he sells the feeling so well. He does, man. He plants...
The nigga would go intentionally get into relationships and get his heart broken to rap about it.
Like he'll plant that seed in your chest.
You know what's funny, lad? You wouldn't even be heartbroken and you feel heartbroken, lad, after listening to his shit, lad.
I like him on the singing shit. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why he stayed so relevant, bro, because of that singing shit, eh? Because he caters to the R&B side.
Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, there's a few up there.
Yeah, but like in terms of slow, like full, like breaking it down.
It's like that jazz sort of like fucking, yeah.
I could see that. But I don't know, man. His old stuff and his new stuff I don't like. His old stuff was a lot better. Bro, like Views, before that as well, what was the other one? The same album that The Motto was on. Take Care, songs like that, banger. Or even Passion Fruit, cracker. But these new shit, I don't know.
I haven't heard of his new shit, bro. I'm back on the old school shit.
I was listening to Candy Rain the other day, bro. I was like, fuck, I need to fill my playlist with 90 shit back up.
What do you remember, Neil? What's one of your fondest memories from back then, as chaotic as it was? Like say it was like the Saturday morning.
Just waking up and, mine would be being woken up by mum. Just by her doing little things, like by her sweeping outside the window. Because you remember the Mountie house, the walkway?
Yeah, I remember that sound.
And I could always hear the broom getting swept on the bricks. And it always used to wake me up. And it used to be around 7 o'clock. And I always used to hear it. Fuck, for me, that was when I woke up and it felt like, fuck. Thinking about it now, for me, that was when life was perfect. Because mum was still there.
How you treasure memories, eh? Currency in life really is memories, lad. Yeah.
It's about the journey, but I'm telling you, never the destination.
You'd never ever move memories, no amount of money can buy that, lad.
There was 1,000 memories like that I took for granted, all because I thought there was going to be 1,000 more.
Sent a shiver down my back, bro. Fucking hell.
Just for her to leave us like 4 years after that, 4 or 5 years after that.
Bro, it's crazy, man, when you look at, and it was just yesterday, lad. You know what I mean? Well, you remember all those fond memories when you were young. It feels like it was just yesterday. You know when you go through it, when you lose them, and you don't let them go, and your brain still haven't let them go. I don't think I ever I don't think I ever. Yeah. To me, it's still. I'm gonna go home and see her. I'm like, she's passed on. Nah, I don't know.
That's something I still battle with now. Like with this healing thing, like I still remember the day that I wanted to die. Was the day that you came and got me, and it was the day when I just broke down and just bawled my eyes out, lad. It was the first ever time I ever let any type of hurt like that out.
So what happens when you bottle shit up, lad?
But that was when I had straight out. I was waving the towel, like I had enough. Just done, bro.
Well, the little nigga was suicidal and shit, lad. You know when you're in that pit of self-love, lad. You know when you just despise yourself, your life, your situation. There's a lot of power in that, bro.
That's one of the things that I want to eventually get to is finally dealing with her being gone, because it's been like 6 years or 7 years, and I still haven't come to terms with it in my mind. It's the hardest thing for me, man. Fuck, I still remember as well, because I was running around doing dumb shit, and she told me, she's like, if you don't come with us, if you don't come, because we were living in Melbourne at the time.
What were they doing, lad? You know, we never talked about it. Remember that last night that they were together?
Yeah.
It's like she knew she was gonna go.
Yeah, I swear she did, man.
Because she was talking to this bastard. She was saying sorry to him, mate.
She was saying sorry, like, for everything, if she's ever done no wrong, like any.
Oh, no. He was saying sorry to her.
Yeah.
They were both just saying sorry, but I remember that night because they went out and ate, because for some weird reason, or not weird, but it was weird for me because I never heard it, but mum was always calling dad my love. They never talk like that. I was like, bro, what's going on here? Like, I was like, fuck. But that week, mum was like, let's go out to dinner. Talking to dad, and they went out and ate, and then they came back, and that night was the night she died. Like, I remember that night. Sometimes at night I'm too scared to sleep because I relive it in my mind all the time. It's something I want to deal with. I was in my room playing game. But that week leading up to her dying, she just, for some weird reason, every day of the set, like every second of the day, she wanted to be with me. She was like, oh, I'm going to go to the shop. Can you come with me, please? And I used to be like, fuck, man. Like, can I just stay? And she'd be like, get in the car, let's go. And then, like, down to, she'd be sitting in my room for 2, 3, 4 hours watching me play game. And I'd keep turning back to see if she was there. And she'd just be sitting there. Like, every time I'd turn around, she'd be doing, the half smile, watching the game, saying, oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
Fuck, I thought so. She was going through so much shit, lad. It's like she knew her body was giving up on her. So she just, because she loved this guy, bro. She used to sit there and just, if anything happens, make sure you look after Baba, like she always told the girls. What were we saying?
But one thing, like I was upset when she did go, but I'll get to that. But anyway, she was spending time with me that whole week, lad. I remember every day, she was just always with me. She would come wake me up, tell me, oh, let's do this, let's do that, or like just get up and be with me. And again, like I fucking didn't think nothing of it because I was so caught up in what mentally I was going through that I took it for granted. But yeah, that night, I remember because I had my door cracked open a bit, and then mum and dad's room was right next to me, and I heard her wake up, and she went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, are you alright, mum? She's like, yeah, I'm alright. And then she went to the bathroom, and my room was massive, and the bathroom that she went to was right next to my room, so it was only a wall separating us, and I heard a bang, and I took my headphones off, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I kept playing, and then I heard a loud bang again, and I went to the bathroom, and I go, Mum, are you alright? And she's like, yeah, and she's like, I'm okay, Baba, like, it's okay, like, I just fell, because I got up too far. And I was like, are you sure, Mum? And she's like, yeah, and she's like, I'm okay, Baba. And then I went back to the room, and I heard a bang again, but this bang was loud. It sounded like someone had ran into the wall. That's why it had caught my attention, because it was louder than the rest. And when I walked out of the room, and I was like, Mum, and I heard nothing. And then my heart just fucking sunk, and I started banging on the door, and I was screaming. I was like, Mum. And I still heard nothing, and then the door was unlocked, but I couldn't unlock the door. like I twisted it and I couldn't open it. That's when I knew her body was behind the door and it was jamming it shut. And I just kept running into it trying to open it and I couldn't. And I went and I woke up Dad. I go, Dad, something's wrong with Mum. And then he came and he was calling her and fuck. Bro, this, like his old age, I was like, bro, fuck, this cunt's a strong cunt, man, lad. He opened the door and he backed up and he just fucking charged through the door and he busted it open. And he managed the thing and I grabbed her and I pulled her out and I was dragging her. And I dragged her to the room and then fucking she was lifeless. Her eyes were closed and her body just felt fucking like it was like dead weight. And I was dragging her to the room and fucking my dad was in shock and I was there. Like this guy was spinning out and I was there and I just started pressing on her chest in the room. And man, it was fuck. Like every single press, it just felt like my heart was like dying every single press because it wasn't, like she wasn't coming back. And then eventually I went and called Mossa. And Mossa came and like I dragged it out of the room into the lounge room. I mean into the kitchen. And I had moved everything out of the way. And I had it and I was on the ground and I was fuck. And I just kept trying to like fucking bring her back. And that was it. And then I called the ambulance and they came. But when they came, I had already had her here. And when I had her here, I was there and I was holding her. I was there grabbing her and I was like, fuck, don't leave. Fuck, man. And I had fucking prayed to God as well when I was holding her. I was like, fuck, man. You do this, I'm never gonna forgive you. I'm gonna hate you for life. And then I was just there holding her, and then the ambulance and that came. And for an hour straight, I still remember for an hour straight, they were sitting there, had wires hooked up to her and they were shocking her, trying to bring her back. And for that hour, lad, I was just, I stood there, lad, and I was just looking at her like, fuck, please, man. Because that week, she had made a promise to me. I haven't told anyone this, but she had made a promise that she'd never leave us.
Just for the sake of her, lad, just pick up and just be the best version of yourself for her, lad.
That's why, like, fuck, with this healing thing, I want to take it serious, because fuck, I'm tired, man. Fuck, to tell you the truth, boys, fuck, I'm running on E, man. But I'm willing to give this healing thing everything I got left. Fuck, I'm tired of being a loser, straight out. But yeah, fuck, and then the ambulance came, and they were trying for an hour, and I remember I was there praying.
How good does it feel to talk about it, bro?
And I was praying to God. I was like, fuck, please bring her back. Like, fuck, man, you're taking her away from me so, like out of nowhere. Like, what did I do? And that was the first ever time, major moment in my life where I ever questioned God. And that was when I started to turn away from everything that we were taught. But anyway, in saying that, yeah, and they tried to bring her back for an hour. And then eventually they just said, look, she's gone. And one of the most confronting things, still to this day, would be when the people from the morgue came. And she was just laying there lifeless. And they came, I still remember a silver tray and a black body bag. And they came and they zipped it open and put it in, zipped it up. And that fucking, still to this day I battle with that, man. It's one of the hardest things I ever had to go through. And that night, I relive it in my mind all the time. That's why sometimes at night I find it hard to sleep. Because I don't want to see it again.
But you know, talking about it like that, it helps, right? Yeah.
That's healing.
With me, it's hard to, because you know, it's the matters of the heart very close. It's hard to sit there and listen to that, bro. Without getting emotional. Like.
Good, I'm listening to it too. Because he's been seen now. And that's all he ever wanted, lad. Don't worry about me, I'm keeping face, lad. Bro, I'm hurting too, lad. Trust me. But it's good, just keep talking, just keep talking about it.
The first person I called was Jin, sorry. And I go, she's dead, she's dead. And she goes, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I go, Mum, she's dead, like she's gone. And then she started crying, and then I remember Soul called me and he goes, what happened? What happened? What happened? I go, she's gone, bro. She's gone. She's never coming back.
Fuck, I remember that time, bro, when you called Soul.
No, I remember that was when you called me.
Yeah. No, because Soul called me and he goes, Mum, we've lost our mum. I go, what are you talking about? Because he was cooked at work. Fuck, what the fuck are you talking about? And I called you. And I was with Lee again. We were drinking at home. And then he came home. I called you, eh?
Yeah.
And then Soul came home and I was bawling my eyes out of the back.
But I remember that time as well, lad. It was still to this day, lad. Like yeah, like it's fuck. You know that scream from like the soul. That scream that like I heard like that when you were like what?
You know when you feel, like when you got your parents, you feel like you're untouchable. You know what I mean? And then you lose that security blanket. Like imagine losing Hannah like that. You go home. You know what I mean? And look, but he's always gonna feel like he could have stopped it or did something to prevent it. So he'll be battling his whole. It's a lot to take, man. I would have got suicidal over it.
That was the reason why I did get like to put all my cards on the table. Fuck, I was a bad suicidal. Straight out.
I think I would have, if I had to go for that, I would have did it. I would have just did it. Yeah, it would be too much for me to handle. Like losing her like that was I couldn't bear the pain again. Like, just the thought of it makes me want to cry. But to see it happen, oh fuck, I'll kill myself. Straight out. I'm not that strong to fight the voice. You're stronger than me, nigga. I would have been dead, nigga.
Goes and it feels so surreal. Like you feel like you're dreaming when you're hearing the news.
I still feel like we're dreaming talking about it. I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Because you disassociate from it, you compartmentalize the pain. That when he's explaining it, you're there, and I'm like, bro, I want to relive this again. But you know, you're trying to keep it together because he's explaining. Yeah. So that's the first time I've heard that in 6 years. Because we never spoke about it. I haven't talked to Soul about it. I haven't talked to this guy about it. So that's the first time me hearing the story how she, like I heard stories of this guy, she was there, but he'd always try to say something. I'm like, well, I don't want to hear it. Just to sit there and listen to that, lad.
Well, one thing like that always got me over the line when I did get suicidal was that I was just happy that her last breath on earth was I was there. Yeah. Like her literal last breath was fucking like I had her head here. I still remember. I was fucking had her here, and I was just telling her how much I loved her. Like fuck, man, and when she did die, she took the last bit of good I had in my heart. And now I'm from that moment forward, like I learned how it felt to be dead while alive. Like to have a heart that no longer beats the same, to have eyes that no longer see the same, like a mind that no longer thinks the same, and a soul that no longer feels the same. But I feel like I'm slowly finding myself. Each and every day, lad. Slowly getting there. Just got to stay prayed up and keep going.
A part of everyone died that day, lad.
Fuck, it seems like it was yesterday, September 1st, 2018. Yeah, she died on Father's Day.
Fuck, Neil, that's healing, man. You're talking about it, lad.
Like I've been writing a lot as well.
Does that help you?
Yeah, like I read this thing about, because I have, you know how when the feel deal heal thing, there's certain parts, significant parts in my life that I have written, and I write the emotions behind it, and like I have that with Mum dying. Like I have its own page, and underneath it I write down things that I felt and went through, and that's like it's touchy. I know that I'm getting somewhere mentally because I'm able to sit here and talk about it.
100% from the last time from the episode. Hey, for those of you who's watching that aren't up to date with it, we tried this earlier, but it was too emotional. I was crying like a bitch. So yeah, it's hard to sit here and watch your brother explain his pain, bro. Because I'm an ignorant motherfucker and think I'm the only one that had a hard life. He'll be alright. He's a baby. Yeah, Tim's alright as well. He had a perfect life. Like, that's the worst thing you could do. You could say to someone, eh? Yeah. So it was hard. So us doing it again, and obviously there has been some form of healing because it's not emotional, even though he's trying to fight back tears. But it G's me up, but like it makes me happy.
Yeah, you made a lot of ground, just by doing that.
Like it's not even for these people at that point. It's for yourself, man. We give a fuck about these. They just watch the journey.
Hard, bro. And you're healing people by doing it, There's cunts out there that don't know how to do that.
Oh fuck, but like that, me being in that position, it opened a lot of doors for me in a bad way. Like fucking I was already suicidal before that, but it pushed me more to try and walk through that door. But fuck, straight out for anybody that's going through anything, like suicidal wise, bro, like fuck. Like if I can do it, fuck man, anyone can. If we can do it, fuck, anyone can.
It'll be good lad to dive into this more with souls. That'll be the episode, like.
Yeah.
Because the common denominator, lad, that we have, I've realised, lad, we have a lot of depression, bro. Like all of us, lad. Like all of us. Like dead set, I'm not even joking, lad. I thought, bro, the whole time, lad, like having my situation, I was on the outskirts, thinking, fuck, bro, like I was the one that, but bro, like coming to realise, bro, like fuck, man, it's generational shit is real because we all feel it.
I think we got it from both of them, but Mum was seeing Rastogi. Shout out to Dr. Rastogi, our GP, family GP. He was seeing her for getting counselling sessions. Because he told me when I went to see him, he goes, John, you need to see someone. You're fucked up here. I used to be like, no, give me some Valiums. He used to prescribe the Valiums. He had to. Because I was like so on the severely traumatized spectrum. But he still begs me now when I go, he goes, you need to see, you're very fucked up here. He doesn't even swear. But every time he sees me, like, oh, John. Because every time he sees me, I'm like 140 kilos, fucking bulked up, ripping. He's like, what the fuck is this? You're going to kill yourself, John.
Yeah, bro, whenever I see him, he goes, how's your brother, huh?
And he was telling me, you know what's crazy about it? Because my mom slipped in the bathroom and died. And he told me that all the diseases that were in her body, she was beating it. But she was saying, when he told me that, I went home and cried like a girl. That's what he told me. I don't know whether he was telling me to think, but I'm assuming doctors can't make up shit like that, right? But he was saying that, and he was saying that she was beating the liver, the cancer that was in her body, this, that, yada. But she was seeing a psych for her depression, and I didn't even know. And I got real emotional when I got home. I was like, that poor woman, bro. After what my dad done to her, like, all the bones he broke in her body, this, that, all the shit he psychologically put on her, lad. And she was dealing with that as well. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, our parents really are superheroes, bro.
Yeah, I look back at what Hannah done and I don't think I could have done it straight out.
That's why a lot of these people, they don't have that luxury of even having a mother or father. Like. We had it was a bit of a broken setup, but they pulled it together in the end. My dad's a very good man, like he's the best man I know. Despite all the shit he done. And my mum was like, she played a part in bringing him around. Because you know when you love a broken man that much, that I don't know, somehow it fucking
Like, what happened with mum? What happened? Is she alright?
dripped into his heart to make him a good nigga. Yeah. I'm sure you, baby.
The love of a good woman will make Michael Myers fucking clean his act up.
Because you see the way Dad was, he was like just an injured kid, eh? When you go unhealed, you go through life like a child. Remember, you scare him, violence. Argue with mum, violence. Anything in the house. Wake him up from bed, violent. Come home from work, his food's not ready, violent.
100%, but we inherit that anger, lad.
Mum will say something doesn't like, violent. Everyone's dealing with their own shit, lad. It's still no excuse, but it'd be good to chop this up a bit more when soul comes. Then we can dive into it, lad. We'll get a bit more on Neil's lens of life and dive into souls. You know, soul, he's just gonna deflect, like. That's the way he do it, but that's how I feel like with soul. It won't be emotional.
Nah, just get a plate on the side ready. Nah, that'll be the episode, I reckon. Like,
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's one of those things, Neil. It can't be done over one episode because there's a lot, bro. Even going through that with mum and the thing, it's a fucking lot, lad.
Honestly, I can't believe how much ground you've cleared today, to be honest. Like,
I feel like I was gonna fuck it. I was trying to hold it back, bro. I almost walked out. I was like, when he was explaining it, the last moment, it was hard to. I was getting emotional. I was almost walked out, but I didn't want to wreck what we're talking about. Yeah, I didn't want him to get emotional because.
we're all holding it. But one of the best pieces of advice is, lad, is just the more open you are towards it, like you don't have to be fully open, but as you go, because you know how that side of us just wants to be seen. Yeah, you just gotta own up to it, lad, and be honest with the journey, lad. And look at how much ground you've made just by doing that. Like for you to just air it out and just have common conversation like that. If we would have had this conversation a month ago, we would have all walked out and or you would have just
Good 30 years to get to the shit we talk about too. Like we talk about now. It's not an overnight thing.
like you can't choose to like have healing parts, so you got to do everything.
I remember the first time I thought I wanted to heal, and I went to Tim, and then when he said, "Are you sure?" We were at Gloria Jeans, and you're like, "Are you sure you really want to heal?" At the time, I did. I thought I did, but you know how.
You understand it now, but I wasn't being a prick.
Yeah.
I was just trying to safeguard you in that way where it's like, fuck, man. When you change, look, one thing, look, I'll tell you one thing, yeah. You know, people, you can never help someone that believes the narrative in their brain that feeds the dysfunction like, about their whole personality. 100%. So they will tell you, yeah, they'll tell you their issues and their problems that they want to, but whether they want to actually take that step is a totally different thing. And that's why I said before, Neil, like being at the bottom and being in that self-loathe, that's the best time because you've got no place but to go up. Having the luxury of life and having like things go well and you have like a bad night or a bad day and you're like, yeah, I want to heal. There's not enough ammo in that. Like you got to be like on the knife's edge, bro. Just think to yourself, fuck, I need to change, something needs to give. And that's why I asked. I wasn't like out of a place of spite or just, I want to have this feeling to myself. Fuck that, bro.
The reason why was because I felt like everything in my life was just falling down, and it was like God pushed me that way. Like you know how God sometimes lets everything in your life and everything around you fall apart, so He can push you down a path that we wouldn't push us down a path that we wouldn't choose for ourselves.
100%. Yeah, and that's healing, bro. So fuck all y'all niggas. That's it. We're done.
Now we'll go home and run up the microwave and have a fucking romp.
that's enough for this episode. If you guys want Antonio on for a part 2, if you want to run it back, let us know in the comments. Any suggestions on what we should do next, let us know as well.
We'll run it back. We'll run it back when my brother gets back from Samoa because he's over there with his with someone doing God knows what. But yeah, he'll be back soon. We've got a lot of guests coming up as well. A lot of special guests, celebrities, athletes. Stay tuned.
The works that's happening, bro. Like, subscribe, and drop in the comments, bro, who to have on those.
Seen a lot of Antonio. He's on our next Athlete Elite episode. We're interviewing a basketball player next, so stay tuned. Got anything to say, Neil, before we go?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I got nothing to say, but I'm sure you.
Shining, nigga.
Hit the link, subscribe, bitch.